Right then, I guess it's time for the news review brought to us by Milo Energy to go further and Enterprise Life's Family Income Security Plan. Enterprise, your advantage.
Okay, so we can start with the Ghanaian Times, and it says here GRA tax clearance certificate goes electronic effective October, and it has the picture of the chairman of the economic management team, vice president of the Republic of Ghana, Dr. Mahmoud Bamia. Just beneath that is the picture of the regional minister who was in the 6 a.m. Bulletin, talking about what's happening in the Ashanti region. However, you are showing me that one other MP appeared to have had difficulty with his own people yesterday or so, or in the course of the week. And but the
Yesterday,
minister has been
actually.
responding. The regional minister said 6,498 kilometers of roads, but the key point here is awarded on contracts in the Ashanti region. So they have been awarded, not completed, but I mean, very soon they will be fixed. Virtually all the road problems will be fixed, and people will not have to accost their MPs and demand for the very things that they think. Why are they not accosting district chief executives, municipal chief executives? Why are they not? Because they are the ones who are directly responsible for some of these things. Or they suspect that the MPs are ones sitting in Accra,
Well, the
very
MP,
close to the president.
the MP.
You recall these MPs said they wanted to meet the president and tell him something on a personal note to say, yeah, you have
You
to
remember
fix
the
this,
whole
okay?
conversation about electing MMDCs because
Yes,
the
yes,
people
yes.
feel the ones that
They
they
elected,
vote for
yeah.
are the people who are responsible.
Interesting. So that's also another story here, and there's one about police gunning down 3 suspected robbers, and heavy rains cut off communities in Wa West District. Those are the major stories on the front page of the Ghanaian Times this morning.
All right, we can do the daily graphic now on the front page. Decision on IMF can't be blamed on government, according to the president. And the president says the decision to seek an International Monetary Fund supported program cannot be blamed on the government. And it goes on to say that while a section of the public blamed the government for mismanaging the economy, the situation was way beyond the making of the government as it was occasioned by current global crisis. It continues to say, and here's a quote directly. In fact, the big difference that we are having in Ghana today
Yes.
and why we have gone back to the IMF is that everybody recognizes it is not as a result of my mismanagement, as
Yeah.
was the case during the tenure of the previous government. The reality is that there are global inflation, high commodity prices, among others, and all these have been the principal reasons for the difficulties we're having as a country, unquote.
Okay.
A
So
former
do you
Lagos
guys-
vice chancellor, okay, quickly asked me to ask me. I wanted to interview him. He said I should ask the young economist because he said it's in 1970s that since our fourth republic, why have we deliberately decided, regardless of the external shocks that may come our way, to mismanage the economy? Why do we repeatedly do the same things? When they then advise, then we will pretend that we want to go the next way. So I think that it looks like government is on a very different wavelength with the rest of the people, or maybe most of the people, because I actually agree with the president that nothing happened. We just, not this thing, I don't want to repeat it, this skipping country thing, how things affect countries differently. We just happen to have been a very bad recipient of the global shocks. But if you had proper shocks and you receive those shocks, what will your shock absorbers do?
You know, when President Akufo-Addo wanted to be president of the Republic of Ghana, one of the good things he said was a decision to move the country away from taxation to production. One of the things he talked about was building a country where the private sector, leading the charge, would build one factory in every district of the Republic of Ghana. His plan was to ensure that we would be able to produce the things that we consume and have the needed foreign exchange in this country so that when some of these things happen, they would not shock us. A country well managed would not suffer the way we're suffering. A country well managed would not suffer the way we're suffering. Yes, you can always make the point.
So we are being mismanaged.
Hold on a minute. I'm making the point. You can always make the point that we import crude oil, and so yes, when crude oil prices are going up, it's going to affect us. But you can also understand, and we've talked about, using the windfalls, for instance, and the Minister of Finance went to Parliament and he told all of us that because of, the windfalls that we've had from petroleum price increases over the period, we're not going to ask for more money, even though we did not achieve our revenue targets because of the windfalls of petroleum. We're fine. So my simple question is, what happened to the much touted resilient Ghanaian economy that only COVID that cost us, well, if you look at revenue reduction and increase in expenditure, 25 billion, and Russia, Ukraine, has pushed us back to the IMF.
In any case, whenever we talk about what COVID cost us, do we also factor in how much free money we got to fight COVID? Do we factor in how much extra tax we collected to fight COVID? Do we factor those things in as well? And then measure the amount of shock that we claim it has delivered to our system? Look, I don't even want to do in fact, because you guys have done a very good job of analyzing the facts of how our economy is being managed. I am interested in the fact that the president chose to say it. The fact that he chose to say that the current crisis is not his fault. That's what I'm concerned about. Even if that's what you think, is it prudent to say it? Is it wise to come and tell the people who are suffering today that it's not your fault? So if it's not your fault, then that means you are telling us that the problem cannot be solved because you are in charge. If you won't take responsibility for the problem, who will? So who's solving it? Who's fixing it? What a message. What a message from the president. Anyway.
Well, let's get to the Daily Guide. An US-based Ghanaian convicted for romance scam. Abdul Inusa, his photograph here. President commissions compost plant in Damongo. And NDC stages political coup in Ashanti. Now, the Daily Guide says the NDC has been registering a lot of people in the Ashanti region, and they're doing this on the blind side of the NPP, and lots of people are registering.
Registering for what?
The NDC says that
party membership.
Party membership.
I got
subscribed
confused.
actually.
Yeah.
So why are they telling
And
us
this is
that?
the political coup.
How can a party be oversubscribed? They have more supporters than the
No. The NDC sent a number of forms to the Ashanti. And those forms have been oversubscribed.
Oh, I see.
And for them, it's an indication that the people of the Ashanti region are unhappy with the NPP. But one other thing the NDC is also...
So they'll get more than 30% this year in 2024?
I don't know.
They haven't done. I'm not sure they've done the analysis.
We'll do the analysis. We'll do the analysis in 2024.
Yes.
But one of the things I can say is that, the NDC has been, one of the things the NDC has been doing in the Ashanti region is to audit the membership. In auditing the membership, this is something you may probably not say, but they have realized that some of the things that Chairman Wontumi had been saying is true. They have been conducting elections for them. You understand that? The NPP has been conducting elections for the NDC. But that's just by
But is
the way.
the
Anyway.
headline
But that's just... so the Daily Guide is actually
the
sending a
Ashanti
signal.
Yeah.
The Daily Guide is sending another signal to them that be careful. You'll be committing another political suicide by saying that if your members are increasing in Ashanti region. But attempt to nail customs boss in tax evasion backfires. Court removes incentives. Government removes incentives for corruption. And back page, Cape Coast hosts GNPC. Chelsea goalkeeper gets cancer. Sad one there. And Catherine Berger. And that's the Chelsea women's team. And Carter beats Black Galaxies in friendly match. We lost by 2-1.
Now, the New Crusading Guide is reporting this morning. The Guta came out with the directive that Monday. There's another group. The name of the group I've not heard before, so maybe I have to just quote it. Traders Advocacy Group Ghana. They are all urging members of Guta and all traders to refuse to comply with the directive by Guta to its members. That they should not close their shop. They say that the currency issue will be resolved, and so there's no need for them to close their shop. I'm sure if it's resolved, Guta will be excited. Even me, I'll be excited.
I
Very,
mean,
very
the whole
excited.
message with the closing shops is they say to send a strong signal.
Yes.
To
So if it's
governments.
resolved before that time, well, it will be interesting. Amidu cleared me. Customs boss Eduche declare, but evidence of clearance is in limbo. Now, there's one more story about SIC board approving payment of 9 million dividends based on 2021 performance. It still ensures top SOEs, including BOG, VRA, and you know why this is important, right? Cocoa Board and others, despite stiff competition in the insurance industry. Yeah, because one of the very popular talks by KKD was that the another insurance company was taking the job of SIC. So it is important to listen here in this story.
Which other insurance company?
Which one? I think it mentioned, if I recall, I will share with you. BOG, VRA, and Cocoa as the ones still under SIC's remit in this case. That's a state insurance company anyway.
No, wait, hang on. So the story is highlighting the fact that not all the businesses have been taken away from
Yes,
SIC.
and the SIC is still making profit. That's a very interesting story.
Okay, then. The Daily Statesman newspaper, there's a story that I want to highlight. Minister's company debanks financial loss, claims details on page 2 of the paper. And it says the Black Star, a business entity owned by a Minister of State at the Ministry of Finance, Edubuahene, has responded to financial loss allegations leveled against the company. So there was a story in the Daily Post which said industry players in Ghana's oil and mineral sector say the minister is using his private company to cause financial loss to the state. The quantum of loss, the paper alleges, runs into approximately $5 million and involves an inappropriate deal in which his company had advised the Minerals Income Investment Fund to subscribe to a private placement by Ashanti Gold Corporations. Another leg of the accusation is that the Black Stars also advised the Minerals Income Investment Fund to purchase 14.5 million in shares in Ashanti Gold. And so the paper is, the company is reacting, as in the Black Star is reacting. In a statement, they explained that Ashanti Gold business activities include the acquisition, exploration, evaluation, and development of mineral properties in Ghana and West Africa. And that they are, it explaining what the activities, what the company does. I guess I'll have to leave the rest for you to read and find out. It's basically saying that the allegations are false.
It wasn't us.
Yes.
Yeah.
In summary.
A lot of shaggy this morning.
Yeah, we have to look for Shaggy.
From the president to other.
Well, can I get to the business finder?
Please
Yes,
do.
please.
And talking about a lot of shaggies, COPTWA did not comment on Namuan's prosecution, APC. Museums and castles will lead tourism in the next 5 years, executive director pledges. And, I've had my own, bashing on Facebook.
You had your own museums and castles
Ever
experience.
since
including
I posted a picture of myself at the Holy Trinity Cathedral, built by Emperor Haile Selassie.
Rastafari.
Yes, sir.
So what, are you an ambassador of the
No,
National
now-
Cathedral?
Yes.
A lot of people have been insulting me. So when I went home the last time, my wife, who's worried by these insults, said, do you deliberately do some of these? I mean, why are you making people insult you? And I said, who and who are insulting me? He said,
Man cannot post picture again.
"Man cannot post pictures."
So wait, did you make any comments? You just...
No, I haven't commented on anything, except that I hear a lot of people telling me that. So, what journalists? I can't repeat those words, a lot
No,
of
but
insults.
you can't
People can
support
be-
you can't support cathedrals in other countries and oppose cathedrals in Ghana.
That's the message.
Yeah.
We have talked about prioritization.
Okay.
Prioritization.
But who is opposing a cathedral?
We have said this is not a priority
Who is
today.
opposing a cathedral?
You don't
Is it
spend
that- is it
200
that-
million.
Is it that we are saying that cathedrals are bad things? Is that what we've been saying?
No, they're building organization.
I guess
Is
they're
that what
saying
we've been
that
saying?
if you had encouraged the building of the cathedral, you'd be posing with our own cathedral.
Yeah.
But did they build it? Did they build it as a tourist attraction in Ethiopia? Is that what they did? And how much profit are they making from it? Let's do the online review. It's brought to you by Zenith Bank. In your best interest, Goyle Good Energy Eden Heights Luxury has a new destination and Bigu Drink.
Well, Goal, your oil marketing company of choice, keeps making life so convenient for you. Goal now access Momo for all fuel purchases at key selected stations. Now, just remember to Momo it at Goil, and that's not all. You can also use your bank card to buy fuel at Goil, and this is made possible by APSA. Drive to Goil stations now, buy your fuel, pay by Momo or a bank card, and you're good to go. Visit Goil station, Goil social media platforms: Facebook Goil.official, Instagram Goil_GH, and on Twitter Goil_official for more information on the service stations. You can conveniently use Momo. Goil, good energy. Goil, yeah, dear.
All right. So, court issues warrant for arrest of 61 suspects in KNUST violence. That's the top story on myjoyonline.com this morning. CityNewsroom.com has apologize for defaming me or face me in court. Bediatu says this to ODK. And then, of course, the BBC homepage this morning: Russian strike on rail station kills 22 in Ukraine. Yeah, their currency is still performing better than ours. All right, time now for the BBC News.
Which is brought to us by Fidelity Bank. Believe with us. Telefonica Ghana celebrating 20 years of legacy, and Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Cote d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
At Enterprise Life, it's possible to live your best life. Ladies, enjoy cover for your lifestyle with Bloom. Life insurance for today's woman. Families, let's safeguard your well-being with a family income security plan, because family matters. And for you, live freely with our funeral finance plan unlimited, with no restrictions, no limits, as you cover your loved ones and yourself. WhatsApp us on 0554 001 924 or call 0307 084 444 for your solution.
You for dream big with us.
Enterprise, your advantage.
Jack, you know my boss owns a fleet of commercial cars and he drives only brand new vehicles. Latest. Before he hired me, this is what he said. Krachi, my vehicles are my investment. It is a winning, now winning, and you buy any fuel apart from Goil. Waboka, sign this undertaking.
But he was right?
Yes, and he's right. Goil stocks only higher grade fuels, further enriched with XP3, multifunctional enhancer, more efficient, eco-friendly, and at no extra cost. Available at every Goil station at Jibedia. Goil Super XP Ron 95 and Diesel XP, higher grade fuels, excellent for modern engines and all vehicles. Goil, good energy. Yeah, yeah.